drama, but I'm not ready to give in.
Hi everyone, hope you guys doing great. If you are new here, kindly consider to subscribe our channel Links of Services. Arch Linux. Today we will see how to install Arch Linux from command line interface to the graphical user interface. Arch Linux is an independently developed x86-64 optimized Linux distribution mainly targeted at the competent and advanced Linux users. It uses pacman, its homegrown package manager, to provide updates to the latest applications with the full dependency tracking. Operating on rolling release system, Arch can be installed from CD image or via FTP server. The default install provides a solid base that enables users to create a custom installation. Arch Linux is highly customizable Linux distribution, and it is very flexible to use. You can do anything in Arch Linux. It is under top 20 Linux distribution on DistroWatch. It's vary from top 10 to top 20 rating. You will learn you will learn an incredible amount about computing by using Arch Linux. A little tricky to install. You will have to well prepared before installation, so determine what you need before installation. Even you don't understand all, I have been using Linux Mint Ubuntu for many years. I have moved onto Arch Linux recently, and now I wonder how I could have been out of the Arch world for so long. It does everything faster, better manage the CPU, copy files faster, install packages with pacman much faster than with apt, and if you don't install many, or there are no stability problems as well. To all of you who uses Debian, Ubuntu, Linux Mint, Arch Linux is worth it, definitely. So let's get started with Arch Linux installation. So let me show you my environment. I am currently using Arch Linux as host operating system. On top of Arch, we will install Arch Linux using KVM. You can use any other virtualization technology like VMware or VirtualBox. It depends upon you. Let me show you the system information using KInfo Center. I'm basically currently using KD Plasma 5.22 and graph kernel version is 5.10 because I'm using a long-term support kernel, and graphic processor Mesa. Intel processor, for Intel processor, Arch Linux uses Mesa. And I will show you the new fetch results. I am currently using 816 packages, which is entirely customized packages. I'm using White Suit Dock theme for Windows title bar, and main theme I'm using Arch Purple, Plasma and Breeze, and icon packs I'm using Butyl Line, which is also this is customized desktop. I'm also using Conky manager and customize Conky script for system information, and all other informations of my systems are displaying on desktop. Let's first we will download Arch Linux ISO. So go to the official website of Arch Linux, archlinux.org. Come to download, and here you can see multiple mirrors all around the world. There are different countries. Select your country and download the ISO. Let's download. You can download it torrent or using direct. It is only 830 MB file, so you can directly download. It took hardly 3 to 4 minutes. Once download, we'll move to the KVM. It's around 832 MB file, ISO file. Open up the KVM, create a new virtual machine. Let's select choose ISO. I've already downloaded the Arch Linux. It is in Linux distribution. I have to basically browse local. Arch Linux ISO, and make sure it is Arch Linux detected. I am giving 4 GB of RAM, and CPU I am using 4 CPU because I have available 4 CPUs available, so I will select 4 CPU. It's better option, and I am giving 25 GB of hard drive storage. 20 GB is enough, but I am giving 5 GB extra. Let's finish. And just I'm showing you that what video VXL, make sure it is VirtIO, and put the CD-ROM here, and make sure it is first bootable. Boot option I am select SATA. It is make sure it is above the actual hard drive. That's now open up the Arch Linux, run. So guys, we are going to install Arch Linux. Just stay, just watch step by steps what I am doing. That you need to watch how to install Arch Linux step by step. First, let's boot it to the ISO. Boot from the ISO. Who am I? I am root, and present working directory is root. Clear this screen. List the content, uname -sr. It shows the kernel version. It is not a LTS kernel 5.13. It is a latest bleeding edge kernel, with the latest kernel. First, check the connectivity of internet. The internet is up and running, so we will need internet during installations of Arch. So make sure internet is working. After verifying internet connectivity, we will move to the next step. Clear the screen. Now type time date ctl, set ntp true, and verify time date ctl or time date ctl status. Clear the screen. Now we have set the time, date time. Now partition the hard drives using cfdisk, or you can use fdisk. I prefer cfdisk because cfdisk is a lot easier than fdisk utility. First, we will create two partitions, dev vda1 and dev vda2. dev vda1 is for root and home directories, and dev vda2 is for swap. So now partition is completed. Just checklist block ls plk -p. It will show you the all the drive we have, all the partition we have created. And now format it with mkfs.extension4 dev vda1, right? So format this partition, and also format the swap partition using mkswap dev vda2. Now swap on vda2, because we have to enable the swap partition as well. Now you see the swap is activated on vda2, and our root partition also created vda1, which is around 23 GB, and I kept swap is around 2 GB. mount the root partition into MNT dev VDA1 MNT. We have mounted VDA1 to the root MNT. Now clear up the screen, and we are going to install base Arch base, and I also install Linux kernel base install. We are going to install base packages and as well as Linux kernel. So packstrap /mnt base and Linux. You can also do it base devil for compilation, for development, for compiling packages. I'm do it later on. You can do it here as well, base devil packages, base -devil, but I'm installing base package and Linux kernel at the moment. It took some time. There are around 113 packages. Now clear up the screen. Generate fstab -u /mnt into mnt etc into fstab. Generate the fstab file. Now we will have to chroot /mnt. So we are now root. List the directories. We are now root. Now here we will have to set the time zone info. Just list the user share zone info, so it will list all the zones and your countries by typing list user share zone info /Asia. So just do it ln-sf user share zone info /Asia /Karachi, because I know my zone info, so I don't need to look at this. Just /etc/ local time, enter. It will set the zone informations. Just type then hw clock -sys2hc locale generate the locale generation complete. And now just installed Nano Editor using pacman. Also install Vim as well, because Vim and Nano is useful editors. Just type nano etc locale.conf. Now here you can put lang lang is equal to en underscore us dot utf-8. Make sure all things or characters are correct. Save the file and come out from this file clear up the screen. You can verify cat etc locale.conf file lang. So we have set the language US UTF. Now we will have to set the host name using vim. Just put your host name whatever you like. I put Arch Linux KVM. By using vim you can first escape, then type :wq to exit. Now we will verify cat etc / hostname. Hostname is correct. Now clear up the screen. Now we have to create hosts entries. Type 127.0.0.1 tab localhost. Type : double colon 1 : 1 localhost tab after tab localhost. Also try 127.0.1.1 Arch Linux KVM .local domain and tab Arch Linux KVM, your host name. Just follow the Arch wiki installation guide if you face any problem. Verify hosts using cat command. It's all done. Now set the password for root. You can set a password for your root by typing password PASSWD password. systemctl status network manager. There is no network manager, so we will have to install network manager. Also we will have to install DHCP CD systemctl enable network manager. Failed to enable unit service does not exist. Just install network manager pacman -s network manager. Okay, done. And now clear up the screen. Also we will have to install NetTools. It's optional, it's not compulsory, it's optional, but network manager is compulsory. Enable the network manager and make sure it is network capital N and manager capital M. After enable, add the user. I'm using user add command. By using adding user, set password. -m represent the home directory. Make a user inside home directory. Now install sudo pacman -sudo we will use vi sudo for customization wheel group. Clear up the screen. User mode hyphen a capital G a wheel. We are going to add different groups for Atif: wheel, audio, video storage, optical, verify groups Atif. So here are the list of groups. We are adding Atif to these groups. Now type vi studio, vi sudo. It is just uncomment wheel group and edit this file. Just type pacman -s grub. Now install grub bootloader. We will have to install on VDA, right? fdisk-l. We have a hard drive VDA, which is a virtual disk. So we will install grub on VDA. Just verify very carefully that you are install grub on the right hard drive. Grub -install -dev -VDA. Installation finished, no error reported. Now one more thing, we will have to generate and update grub -mkconfig -o boot grub.cfg. It will add the Linux kernel to boot grub. Found Linux image. One more thing you will have to do, install OS prober, which is used to detect multiple Linux images and operating systems in your system. So OS prober is must install. Make sure it is must install. Now shut down your system. Just unplug your ISO, Arch ISO, and make sure your hard drive is on main bootable device. Now we are on boot menu. Click on Arch Linux. I'll log in with your username and password which you created earlier. Who am I? PWD. I am going to install NeoFetch to see how many packages we have installed yet. NeoFetch. Okay, we have currently 141 packages, and kernel is 5.14, which is the latest and bleeding edge kernel of Linux, Arch Linux. Now update the system by using pacman-syu. There is nothing to do, we have already updated system. Just now install xorg. Now we are moving to install our graphical environment. It has 116 packages. Now clear up the screen. As xorg is installed, it's time to install desktop environment for Arch Linux. I'm installing Plasma Meta. Sudo pacman -s plasma meta plasma-meta. Actually there are three different options available. You can either use Plasma, which is for intermediate user, Plasma Meta is for beginners, and Plasma KD Plasma for advanced users, KD desktop. It is around 1677 MB. Now we will install desktop login manager SDDM. SDDM is used for KD environment. And we will install console, Dolphin for manager, Chromium for browser. Also use Kate as a editor. Dolphin is file manager. Info center. After xorg you should install KD Plasma. I have used Plasma-Meta. It is easy to install. Use base devil, Info center base devil for compiling package. Also I install git for git repositories. I'm installing KD Plasma add-ons as well. Also install DHCP CD. Enable the DHCP CD. DHCP CD is for getting automatically IP addresses for your virtual machine. Now installed Plasma NM. Also install Open Connect and Network Manager -Open Connect. Also for audio, you will need Pulse Audio and Pulse Audio -ELSA. It is for audio management. Also install Xorg Xnet. Clear up the screen. .x. No, it will not work. Just reboot the system. Now we will have a full-fledged desktop environment. I'm using KD environment. KD, log in with your username. Now we have a desktop environment for Arch Linux. If you face any problem during install, you can comments below the video. Let me set the resolution. Apply.
I'm always trying to see through your flaws, 'cause I know that you got so much more to give. You made a real mess, but I miss you though, 'cause I can go to sleep when I'm alone again. Say you wanna fix our problems. How long should I be waiting? Feels like I've had too much of drama, but I'm not ready to give in. Make it last a little longer. Say you wanna fix our problems. How long should I be waiting? Feels like I've had too much of drama, but I'm not ready to give in.